All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mindgasms. Gonna do a short little chat here with the woke centrist, aka atheist Bale centrist, aka uh, Dusty Cubes, aka Dustin Cubit, and I am Andrew, aka God of Mindgasms, and we're gonna kind of just talk about and comment and analyze this trailer for the upcoming Thor movie called Thor: Love and Thunder. So, let's get right into it here. I will share my screen for the trailer, and then we'll talk about this. And so here's a teaser. Christian Bale plays the villain, and Thor is all jacked and juiced to the gills to play the most jacked and shredded Thor of all time. And Natalie Portman reprises her role too. So looks like it'll be pretty cool. All right. So yeah, let me know or just start talking if you want to say anything there if I haven't already paused it.
Sure.
All right.
Kids, get your popcorn now. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape.
Battle ropes. So he does battle chains instead.
What's that?
He does battle chains instead of battle ropes.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. That's funny. The announcer says too. Goes away from his dad, bud. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny how he got super fat in Avengers Endgame.
Well, it looks like they're setting the tone pretty quickly here that it's going to be another one of those comedic action movies. Like, it's funny that that's the path that they went with the Thor movies.
Yeah, like Thor Ragnarok, right?
Yeah, and I felt like the third movie is the best of the three. And the third movie is the one that's kind of, they really play up the humor elements in. It's because they know it's successful with this particular franchise.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like that aspect of it. And it really does look like they're continuing that approach to it in this one, too.
Mm-hmm.
And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon.
There's no
Jane?
This was like really unexpected.
Yeah, that's cool, especially because she wasn't in the second and third movies, right?
Yeah, they kind of forgot about her character in general. It's like, oh, what happened to Natalie Portman? Just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I think everyone was wondering where she went. So yeah, that's cool that she's back. And another thing about the female Thor too is I know you've read a lot more of the comics than I have, but I know because I've heard from other people. I bet that people have already the usual people have already started whining about how it's supposedly woke, but there already was at least a series of female Thor in the comics, wasn't there?
Yeah, the female Thor is kind of like a more recent thing. So when the female Thor thing came out, it was criticized for being woke.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that recent. Okay.
Yeah, it's been within like the last 4 or 5 years. I think it came out like the female Thor thing. Let me see. It was probably around 2014, maybe. So yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, okay. So even the that's interesting that depending on when it happened, it could be considered woke or not. Because if it's in more recent years like that, then even the comics themselves could be considered woke too. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Have you read those ones?
No, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Thor.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because there are other examples we've talked about where, like, if like Wheel of Time, for example, and Lord of the Rings, how there's a black hobbit, no, a black dwarf in the Lord of the Rings of Power trailer, and because that's done now, it's considered woke by some people, even though Tolkien never specified that there are no black dwarfs. But if Tolkien had explicitly had black dwarfs, that for the time wouldn't have necessarily been considered woke, even though it was more uncommon at the time. But now, if you put a black or a female character in anything, it's immediately suspect as being woke. And then that's why people were accusing Wheel of Time of being woke, of having all these black and female characters, even though that actually makes sense and kind of is canon for the Wheel of Time world in the books.
I have some more information about female Thor.
Okay.
So female Thor, she actually first came into the comics in 2014, which is basically around Gamergate, which is why it became like a controversy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember people in Gamergate talking about that. Like, to be honest, I didn't really care about that in particular. I wasn't like, oh no, female Thor, so woke.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't give a shit about that at the time. Like the stuff that I was more interested in was like journalistic corruption. Like I didn't really care about the woke bullshit that people are getting mad at. But anyway, so anybody who follows Marvel very closely, it looks like they should have known this was coming actually, because female Thor is Jane Foster, which is Natalie Portman. So anybody who's seen the first movie and who was like a super Thor fan would have known that she was actually possibly going to come back as female Thor.
Oh, okay. So in the comics, Jane Foster, it's the same character who becomes female Thor?
Yeah, but the interesting thing is that the first Thor movie came out before the comic book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the first Thor movie, Jane Foster is in the first Thor movie, and that was in 2011. And then later in the comic books, she became Thor in 2014.
Oh, okay. Oh, so do you think the comics based that character on her in the movie then?
I'm not sure how old the character of Jane Foster is itself. I can take a quick look into that. Yeah, I think Jane Foster is actually a pretty old character.
Okay.
So I'm just looking into it. Jane Foster on the Marvel Wiki. Her first appearance was, let's see, yeah, she's an old character.
Okay.
Because the first appearance looks like it shows a frame of her, and it's like 1960s, 70s-esque like artwork. So I think she's been around for a while.
Okay.
In the Thor universe, at least, she's been around for a while.
Oh, I thought you said she wasn't introduced until 2014.
Oh no, what I was saying is that she didn't become female Thor until after the first Thor movie.
Oh, okay. So before the first Thor movie, that character Jane was in the Thor universe, but then after the first Thor movie, Marvel Comics made the character of Jane into female Thor.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like, it's a pretty old character. And this character is like died in the comic books already.
Oh, okay.
But she was like resurrected in the comic books. So
okay.
Yeah, her character has been around for a while, at least in the comic book universe.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. All right. Well, let's continue with the trailer here. That's very interesting information about Jane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. 1962. That's her first appearance.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. How old are the Thor comics?
Thor #1. Yeah, let's see. When's the first Thor? It's probably pretty old.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thor. Oh, wow. Alternate timelines, Marvel.
Oh, 1962 it says here.
Oh,
Same
so
year.
it must have been. She's probably been in the Thor comics from the beginning. It looks like in the Thor comic books, she was always like Thor's love interest. So she's basically like the what's her name? The what's Superman's girl?
Like Lois Lane.
Yeah, she's basically like Thor's Lois Lane. It seems like most comic book heroes have some like love interest counterpart. Like you got Lois Lane and Spider-Man's girl.
And Pepper's Iron Man's
Pepper
girl.
Potts. Yeah,
Pepper
like
Potts,
it seems like they all have like their non-superpowered love interests.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's Hulk has got what's Hulk's girl's name? Forget.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, they do all seem to have them too. Does what about like female Marvel characters so far, like Captain Marvel? I still haven't seen that movie because I heard about how cringe it is. So I don't know if she has like a male counterpart love interest, but I guess Chris Pine plays Wonder Woman's love interest, but that's DC, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. But Hulk's is Elizabeth Ross, who is also known as Red She-Hulk.
Oh, she becomes Red She-Hulk?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't watch it, but there's an ad for a She-Hulk movie that's going to come out too.
Yeah, that's a green She-Hulk.
Oh, there's a green She-Hulk and a red She-Hulk?
Yeah, just like there's a green Hulk and a red Hulk.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that either. Oh, okay.
Yeah, typically the red versions are bad.
Okay. Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because green She-Hulk is like a lawyer by day or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. All right.
The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been, like 3-4 years?
8 years, 7 months, and 6 days.
Am I sensing feelings?
Well, you're right.
The only ones who gods care about
Bale.
Yeah,
is themselves.
that's gonna be awesome.
So this is my vow. All gods will die.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fucking cool, man. I'm looking forward to that because Christian Bale is always an awesome actor.
Yeah, he does a good job in whatever he's in. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
It's like I haven't seen a bad Christian Bale movie.
And of course he alters his physical appearance so much too. Like he was tiny for The Machinist, and then he got jacked for Batman, and then I think his most recent movie, or at least one of his most recent movies, was Vice, in which he literally got fat as fuck to play Dick Cheney.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy how much he changes his own physicality for these roles.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this will be really exciting to see.
I just want to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
You never forget your first.
Haha.
the gods of kill. Because that's something worth fighting for.
I think I'm gonna miss Keith Urban's
Let's
role.
see who you're.
Who does he play again?
Well, he died in the third Thor, but
Who was he playing?
I forgot the name of his character. But I remember him playing a large role in the comic relief.
Oh, okay. And Jeff Goldblum did too.
Yeah, speaking of Keith Urban, you got to watch The Boys sometime.
Oh yeah, I really do. I've heard like you and so many other people recommend it to me so many times. That's one of like the long list of movies I have of shows that are highly recommended.
Dude, if you like grimdark, it's basically grimdark superheroes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love grimdark superhero stuff too. Like Logan. That's serious grimdark, and then Deadpool is like comic grimdark.
Yeah, I would say that The Boys is a little bit in between. Like there's some comical stuff in there, but it's kind of hovering between Deadpool grimdark and Logan grimdark.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely will watch it for sure. This is the part. This is the part where I watched a video about this upcoming just final little tag in the trailer where it shows shirtless Thor, and I watched this video about it. I started watching this channel called No Plates More Dates because I heard this guy named Derek from it, or I saw him on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he does this series like on whether movie stars who get jacked and shredded for roles are natural or not, like Jason Statham and The Rock and so many others. And he did one on Thor in this trailer, and he thought, this guy's ramped up the juicing and roids more than ever in his life to play this role.
Who you are. I take off your
Let's see those
disguise.
roids.
And flick. Flick too hard.
See, look at his shoulders there too. It's got like
Yeah,
shoulders.
Shoulders for sure.
He's like shredded, and I'm sure he worked out really fucking hard too. Like I always people think that if you take roids or testosterone or shit, it means you don't have to work hard. But you can't just like get jacked and shredded from sitting on the couch. You still have to go and do the work. But the point that this guy was making in the video is that he's in his 40s now, and the more you age, the more your testosterone levels plummet generally, and the harder it is to stay in shape. But if you keep getting into better and better shape and getting more and more jacked and shredded into your 40s and 50s especially, then you're probably on some shit, at least like a little bit of testosterone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, most jacked and shredded Thor ever. That's good.
God damn it!
Shall we help him? And eventually, grape.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Why did those ladies pass out?
I think they were shocked by seeing him naked, supposedly.
Like they had never seen a man naked before.
Yeah. Or I don't know if it's supposed to be that or that he has such a huge dick or something.
You flick too hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that was a cool trailer. Then I wanted to talk about it with you.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to that movie.
Yeah, me too. I bet Christian Bale will be the best villain so far in the Thor movies too.
Yeah, it's like Atheist Bale. Well, we have because I don't even remember the second movie at all.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who the villain was.
So Loki was the villain in the first movie, basically, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember who the second movie villain was either.
Yeah, because I remember in Loki, it was Loki plus like this super powered dude.
Right.
But I have no idea who villain of the second movie was.
I'm gonna
Only
look
thing I
that up.
remember is that there's like the Land of the Giants played like a significant role, but I just
Oh
don't,
yeah, the Frost Giants.
like I don't remember like the
Um,
plot at all for the second
so
movie.
apparently in the second Thor movie, the villain was Malekith the Accursed.
Yeah, doesn't ring a bell.
Does ring a bell, and I don't recognize the picture of him either.
Yeah. Oh well,
That
I
was
do
my
remember
least.
there was
That
like
was
a
my. That
cameo
was.
of I think at the end of the second Thor movie was the first time you saw Thanos, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't recognize. I don't recognize the picture of this guy either. I'm gonna screen share it really quickly here.
Hmm.
See that guy? I don't recognize him at all.
It doesn't ring a bell. I've
Yeah.
watched the movie once,
Yeah.
and I
think
remember like thinking it wasn't that great.
I think Thor Ragnarok might be the only one that I've seen twice.
Yeah, I've seen Thor Ragnarok twice. I think it's the same here for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for talking about that, man. I thought that would be fun. And yeah, I wanted to do just a short little video with you about that. And so now we will go and talk about that movie on your channel, Falling Down, the 90s movie with Michael Douglas, where he goes fucking crazy, basically. And there's a whole bunch of...
Yeah, it's basically Mel Karen the movie.
Yeah, it is. It really is. There's a whole bunch of inadvertent comedy, and then there's some deliberate comedy that's pretty good too. Yeah.
Right. Definitely some social commentary in there.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So thanks for talking, man. And thanks everyone for watching. Go check out us talking on Dusty's channel right away, Woke Centrist. And check out my last video I did. I started doing a series on the book called Silent Covenant by the evil critical race theorist Derek Bell, about how he basically agrees with the conservative economist Thomas Sowell in chapter 1 of his book about how black school desegregation was a mistake because it did not fix the disproportionate outcomes of black students. It was morally a good thing to do, but it should have been done in more of a gradual way, so it would have been more effective, and they should have focused on making the funding equal instead. So I thought that was interesting. And yeah, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this everywhere, click that bell to be notified when I come out with new videos. Probably next weekend we'll finally talk about the Taxi Driver movie, and I've been delaying that for a while, and other videos coming up as well. And oh yeah, check out my Patreon page, which is in the link of the description of the video, as always. And give me like $1 a month, or 5 or 10 or 1,000. And like I always say, I love you all. Keep being the tiny beam of light that shines through the almost impenetrable darkness in the universe. And most importantly, always remember this: the funk cures all, and groove is in the heart. And check out Thor: Love and Thunder when it comes out, and check out the other Thor movies too, and let us know what you think it looks like in the comments. And yeah, anything else you want to say before we end it there, Dusty?
No, just check out my channel, and we're going to go talk about Falling Down right now. But yeah, thank you for watching.
All right. Thanks, everyone, and adios until next time.